Hi friends, this is Suzy, your Candy Crush guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 7052 in Candy Crush Saga. It's a nightmare level, and more candy coats. We have 22 moves to clear out 156 jelly. We do have problems on the board. We've got candy coats, cutouts, and frosting. We do have some help on the board, but notice I can't match that up with two other color bombs to get the candy coat off. I have to strike it with something. So, and the candy coats, if I moved this green up, this would be candy coated one, this would be candy coated one, this isn't candy coated at all. So this would disappear, but these two would just have a coat removed. Similarly, if I moved this over to here, this coat would be gone, this coat would be gone, a coat would be here, then this green would disappear, this green would disappear, but this would just have another coating removed. Now, if I do this, all three of these have their candy coats removed because they're all the same strength of coat, and they all disappear. And I think that's a good way to start this board. Plus, I'm going to be hitting that frosting, so that's good. And sometimes even when the coats are not even, it's important to take these moves. I could make a fish. I kind of want to move over here. Oh, I like this stripe opportunity. Beautiful, and that hit a color bomb, so it took out a color. Can I capitalize on that? I don't even know what color it removed. Because I still have red down here, I still have blue down here, I still have purple down here, I still have green down here. I have the least amount of green on the board, so maybe it was green. So maybe if I make a fish out of here, I can concentrate these colors down. Yeah, that stripe doesn't feel as valuable as making a move. There we go. That can work down here. I'm going to take that out. Can I set this up with a special? Maybe, but maybe I don't need to. Maybe just taking out a color and concentrating things down is the best way to go. Color bombs beget color bombs and other specials, right? So I can make a stripe. It's not awful. I could start working on this stuff over here. I could make a fish. I like this move. Gonna make a fish. Oh, gonna make a fish wrapped? Love this. Boom. Nice. Again, I can take out a color or I can try to set it up with a special. The problem is I don't have a good color to remove, in my opinion. But still, taking out any color is going to concentrate things down. So I like that. I could move this over here, which is not a bad move, but I think I'm going to uncoat this. I can take out a color, but I think I'm going to use this wrapped opportunity while I get the chance. And then maybe a wrapped combo. Nice. I'll take that. Wrapped combo. That's getting some good cascading. Don't know that it's enough to finish all of this, but it was a good start. I can take out red. I can take out orange. I think I prefer the orange. We've got a lot of stuff over here that needs to get gone. How do I do that? I can make a wrapped, but it's not tied to anything. I can make stripes. I think what I do is bring this wrapped down here and do this. Yikes. Three moves. I don't have enough turns for this. I can make a wrapped. I can make a fish. Maybe my best bet is to make a fish that's paired up with a wrapped and have it blow this up, which will take out a color and concentrate things down and get some cascading. Not nearly enough cascading. Look what I can do though. I can do this, which would blow this area up and set this off and maybe make some good motion here, but here's what I'm going to do instead. I'm going to make a color bomb, which is then going to set these three blue together, which is going to explode this, which is going to explode the color bomb. Now I could do basically the same thing this way, but I'm going to do this because it takes out a jelly as I'm doing it. This might bring the fish down closer, but I think this is the better move. so that if I can send off that fish, it would know to go where I still had jelly. I was taking out an extra jelly. So not successful, but close. So I will take that. That's hopeful. What I'm going to do now is pause, come back with a new board. I'll have the microphone turned off initially. Once I solve this, I'll come back through and narrate everything for you. And I have the feeling that if I can slow down and evaluate not just good moves, but the best moves, I think I'll win this sooner rather than later. I think this one's going to be a combination of both skill and luck. But I don't want to take a lucky board and ruin it by playing poorly, so I have to concentrate. Hard for me to do, yes, but I'll try my best. See you soon. Okay, so here we go. I like the stripe. I'm just going to do my due diligence. The blue's okay, the green's okay. I like this one best. Oh, and that had some nice cascading. I like that. I think I'm going to end up going with that wrapped. Beautiful. And then can I get a striped wrapped combo? I can. Yeah, that's a good move. That shoots across a whole bunch of different areas. So now the question is, do I use my color bomb right away? I don't feel like green is a good opportunity. Maybe if I uncoat some of the green? It's not doing any better. I'd better just go ahead and take it. Color bombs beget color bombs. Now I can do a color bomb red. I like that. One right after the other to try to clear things out. This is good. And then I think I might be able to get a color bomb. There we go. I mean, that was a little bit of a long shot, but oh, I love this. I love this. And I have a lot of blue in just the right places. I can make a stripe. I kind of like that. Things didn't turn out the way I wanted. I'm going to go ahead and take this and hope to get in that corner. No, and so I didn't get any cascading out of that. Let's bring the green down and clear out some of that frosting. I could do this. What am I going to do over here? I can do a stripe. Oh, I think I can get a color bomb. If I do this with the purple, there we go. But I don't have the purple where I need it in this corner. I would rather risk it and just take out a color. What if I try to make a color bomb stripe, and then if it doesn't work, the purple will explode? And then that's okay because it'll still just take out a color. Yeah, I would have liked the stripe, but the color bomb wrapped wasn't what I needed it to be. Okay, I think I might be able to get... Here we go, a striped wrapped combo, if it holds. If it doesn't hold, there we go, got it. I was going to say there's not much hope. But that striped wrapped combo hit all three of the jelly that I still had on the board. Tricky one that, hard to get rid of or to not use a color bomb wrapped combo, especially when the first one went so well for me. Purple was just not the right color. It just wasn't. It would have worked in one area on the board. It probably wouldn't have worked in that upper right-hand corner because it would have slid down before it had the chance to explode that jelly. And it just was the wrong choice for the lower left-hand corner. So it's a tough decision to forego those big moves. But I'm glad I did. I think it worked better for me. And I got that done in under 5 tries. That one was one where you really do have to think about your moves and make the best choices possible. Okay, so that is it for me. If you can, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, put your comments and questions below, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.